Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I'm dropping my batteries on the floor because I'm charging them because they were all dead. Try that again. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I'm your yarn host Jennifer and I'm throwing batteries. Trying to charge those. They were dead yesterday. I wanted to film some of these last night because I didn't want to work over the weekend. And I'm working on the weekend. But it's fine. Everything's good. I just gotta charge my batteries. In more ways than one. And today is Monday, and on Monday we are Design Chaos. We come on and we talk about what we've been doing for the past 7 days or so. That includes life updates, and I show you what I've been making for the past 7 days, give or take. I'm also getting ready to record Tuesday Tea with Cinnamon, and because I'm really hot and I don't want hot tea, I am steeping some tea to add a good dose of ice with that. So that's a preview for tomorrow's video, which will be recorded today. So, past 7 days. Been a little bit, okay? So, last weekend was the weekend after the first week of school for little man. And he picked up a bug at school, no doubt, and proceeded to throw up all Thursday, or not Thursday, all Sunday. So that means no school on Monday. And he was really cute because when he woke up Monday morning, he looked at me, he goes, "Mommy, I didn't throw up all night." And I was like, "I know, baby, good job." And so he proceeded to stay home from his third day of school, which was fantastic. And me and Juju had a lot of things going on during the week. I'm still trying to recover from everything. Mr. Cinnamon went out of town for the week. And yeah, it's been a lot. It was a difficult week last week. And I'm so glad that I had the insight, the foresight, if you will, to pre-record most of last week's videos, which is why I didn't have pink hair in those videos, even though I had pink hair last week. So I gave myself a haircut. I gave myself a little bit of a pink. I added pink to my hair, a lot of pink to my hair. I really like it, and you are going to see videos this week with both pink and brown hair because of and next week, the following week, because I pre-recorded so many videos to prepare for what I know was coming, all of the chaos of the month of August, that I actually have a video up next week as well. So all of July and the beginning of August, I was pre-recording videos like a mad woman because I knew everything. You guys, if you guys have been around this month, you know birthdays, back to school, back to college, Mr. Cinnamon being out of town. Every day has been something. Driver's test for the DMV, which by the way, we have to go back today. She failed the first driver's test. Well, we're going to go back. I told her, and she made one simple mistake, but it was a big mistake. And, it was a mistake I would have made as well on the test. So we're going to try again. We're going to go to a different location because the closest location to our house didn't have any close available appointments. But also the lady that did the driving test was a B word. Okay? She was just rude as all get out. And Juju was like, she got mad at Juju because I pulled it. Juju was dealing with the paperwork and stuff at the desk, and she came over to me. She's like, "Could you move my car? They want me to move my car over to this specific spot." I was like, "Yeah, I'll go move your car." Well, I pulled in like a normal person all the way up to where the curb is. And the lady completely was mad at Juju because the car is up too far, and she is not standing in the grass to check whether the headlights and stuff work. So she's yelling at Juju straight off the bat, which made Juju is really sensitive. She's really shy. She doesn't speak up for herself. So Juju already, it started off bad. I'm like, we're going to go to a different location out in the country where people are generally nicer than in the city. And hopefully that helps her. And I'm going to take her because I'm saying she's taking the test today. She's taking the test Monday while you're watching this. I'm recording this on Sunday. I'm recording this on Saturday. I'm taking her tomorrow, which is Sunday in my world. And we're going to take her out to that location, and I'm going to have her practice driving on those roads so that she has a general understanding of the layout of the roads. Because she's an excellent driver. She drives better than me and Mr. Cinnamon combined. Although Mr. Cinnamon is not a good driver. Don't tell him I said that. He knows. He knows he ain't a good driver. We were joking the other day, and he was talking about how when I die, he said, when you die, such and such, like whatever. I don't remember what he was saying. I said, we both know you're going to die first, and it's going to be in a car accident. I swear to God, I can't tell you how many times he has sped up towards a stopped car in front of us. Or a red light. He's speeding up. I'm like, stop. Do you not see the car in front of you? How do you survive when I'm not in the car yelling at you? I don't understand that. So, yeah. This week has been a lot. It's been a lot. I'm tired. I'm ready. I keep saying I'm ready for September. I'm so ready for September. Juju is going to be back in college. What day? I don't know what day. Next week, I think. We also are going out of town. We got an out of town trip coming up. It's like a weekend trip, but it's a very intense weekend trip. So, like, there's just, I'm waiting for September so I can just relax a little bit. And I know you guys are gonna say, don't worry about the videos. I need to work. I need the money. Right now, I need this money. I need to make videos. I need to work. I can't take days off because I really desperately need a new couch. And the harder I work, the faster I get to a new couch. So that's why I work so hard, people. That's why. I have things that need to happen. And I'm here to make it happen for myself. I'm just going to say that. I'm all in for all the work to make my goals happen. That's just who I am. But yeah, the back of the couch, it was a thrift store purchase. It was actually a consignment shop couch. We got a killer deal on it. It is a big giant sectional. It has a sleeper sofa in it. And it seats it seats 6 people. If somebody sits in the corner, obviously. I have 5 people in my family. But also, like, I need extra seating. And I bought the couch because my sister and her family were coming up last year for Christmas. Was it last year or the year before? Anyway, I paid $100 for the couch. And the reason the couch was only $100 because they originally marked it way more. They had it sat by a window. And for those of you that are up north and you don't know, when you live closer to the equator as I do, than like Michigan. I mean, I'm nowhere near Florida. People in Florida probably have this problem too, but I don't live in Florida, so I don't know. If you have a window that has sun that beams through it, you can't put anything near that window. So I didn't know this because in Michigan, like most of the houses I lived in Michigan had trees in the yard, and like the sun was never like really hot or powerful in Michigan. And I'm sure this does happen in Michigan, but here it is very a drastic thing. Like for instance, my front door is a metal front door. It is a steel front door. I can't touch it in the afternoon because the sun is pounding on the front of the house and it will burn you. The front door will burn you if you touch it. So, yeah. I also, when we first moved into this house, I hung some of my photography in my bathroom because I have a moon-shaped window above a big picture window next to my bathtub. And I hung some of my flower photography because I've done all kinds of photography. I really love macro pictures of flowers, especially little tiny flowers. Things that you can't really see with the naked eye unless you're laying on the ground staring at the flower, right? I like showing people what I always loved. I was fascinated. I take pictures, like up close pictures of the stamen and pistils. I just like flowers. Okay, they're beautiful. And I had some of my art hanging above the bathtub on the wall. So there's a wall here, my bathtub is here, and then this is the windows. The picture window is always closed with big giant blinds, but the moon-shaped window above it the sun shines through. And actually when I was brushing my teeth this morning, I had to duck below the sunshine because I couldn't see the mirror because it was shining over my head, reflecting back in my eyes, and it blinded me. Within a year, those pictures were not even pictures anymore. They were just blank because the sun bleached them out so much. Same thing happened with the couch. Like, they put it by a window and the whole back of the couch is bleached out. So instead of it being a scarlet red, it is like a burnt pink. It's like so bleached out. That didn't bother me. I'm like, I'll pay $100. I'll throw a blanket over it, which I have done for years. Well, the year or two I've had it. Not a problem. I got plenty of blankets. So, the dog started jumping on the couch more often. And Bentley and Scarlett both like to sit on the back of the couch. And it's the kind of couch where the cushions are connected to the back of the couch. And I hate that kind of couch. I've always hated that kind of couch. I want like a solid cushion. You know, I want like a couch. You know? And it's like, the big old fluffy cushion is here. Well, the dogs like to sit up here because they can look out the front door and they can see when somebody's coming. And when somebody comes home, the three of them now jump on the back of the couch. Well, that couch is so ripped now. It's so ripped. The cushions are almost not even attached anymore. And I've tried stapling it. I've tried sewing it back. I've tried everything and it just keeps ripping back down. From people sitting down, from the dogs, from just the couches. It's done. It's done. And so that is my goal, is to buy, hopefully before Christmas, have a new couch in my living room. And I don't want to put it on credit. I hate using credit, so I'm saving up. I'm working hard. We're doing the things. We're going to get us a new couch. Get us a new couch. Or a couple of recliners. Like, I'm cool. I have a really small living room. I'm cool with just putting like 3 big recliners in there and maybe like a little chair for little man. And I said this in the members video. Little man does not ever sit down. He doesn't sit down. He constantly is walking around doing things because his brain cannot let him calm down. He does not generally sit and watch TV unless he's eating, and then he'll sit still, but then he forgets to eat because he's busy watching TV or playing with the remote. And he's usually up doing things. He has to constantly be doing things or he can't handle himself. So getting him a recliner is not necessary, but he does obviously need a chair for the odd instance that he wants to sit down with us as a family, which I can count the number of times he's actually sat down with us and watched a movie on one hand. It's been like twice in 9 years. He just doesn't, he's not interested. He's got things to do. And then when he does sit down, he's usually sitting on the floor messing with technology of some sort, reprogramming. Matter of fact, he got a really, really nice gift for his birthday of old technology. And the person who's watching this knows exactly what I'm talking about. She sent him a box of really cool stuff. And he sat yesterday and I told him, I was like, this is what needs to be done. We need to format cards. We need to wipe memory off of things. And he sat down and he wanted Mr. Cinnamon to help him. Mr. Cinnamon had just got home from out of town. And so he's all, I can do this myself. And so he's all, I know how to wipe this. And I was like, okay, well, go ahead. So he wiped everything. And then he comes into my bedroom last night and he felt extreme guilt because he's all, I feel really bad for, and he said her name. And I said, why? He's all, because I got rid of all of her information and she's going to be upset. I was like, no, she said that's what she wanted us to do. Like, you did the right thing. It's okay that you wiped the memory. It's okay. And it was just so cute. It was so cute. One of the things in the box, well, there's actually a couple. It was like little old, not old, but older handheld little camcorder things. And he loves making videos of himself. The most weirdest random videos. He was making videos of himself last night kissing Bentley, and he started giggling because he really liked watching the video over and over again. And when he opened the box and he saw what was inside, and he pulled out the camcorder, and it's one of those real little ones, you know, so it fits in his hand perfectly. He's all, Mom, now I can be like those guys and make documentaries. And he was so excited. He has other cameras. They're just little cheapy cameras that we get at the thrift store mostly. But he loves that kind of stuff. He's just like, so he will spend all day just reprogramming stuff or like learning how things work. He went to the library with his cousin a couple weeks ago before she went back to college, and he actually checked out a book on Raspberry Pis. If you don't know what a Raspberry Pi is, it's a computer thing. I'm not entirely up to date on what a Raspberry Pi is. I have had it explained to me, but I am not interested in technology, so it is a thing to program programs. You create programs. You can create, it helps you to create modifications on video games, I believe. It's way above what my brain is able to comprehend. He got the book and was reading it at 9 years, well, he was 8 years old at the time. He was reading a programming book on how to program a Raspberry Pi. So I tell people he's so smart. He's so freaking smart because he's way far smarter than I am, which is scary because I'm supposed to have the answers. And I don't have the answers. I'm like, okay, Lucas, can you help me do this? Because I don't know how to do this. I can't tell you how many times I've had to have him help me, and I know that that's normal for this day and age. It's like the kids understand the technology more than the adults, but he takes it to a much higher level. Like, there was a time when I would be like, hey, Juju, like, how does this work? Because she would understand the computer or the TV more than me. And I'm no schlub. Like, I understand. I do things on my computer. Like, I do understand programming and that kind of thing. I have done web design. I have done a little bit of like hacking type things. I'm just gonna say that. He takes it to a new level. He's probably going to be smarter than his dad, who has several college degrees. I'm just saying that. In the same field, probably. Yeah, kid blows my mind. He absolutely blows my mind. I'm gonna stir my tea, get this real like strong, so that when I make iced tea for my video tomorrow, it will be a delicious tea with when I add the ice. All right, so let's move on. So, like I said, the month of August is like insane. It's absolutely insane. I'm using this project bag that was gifted to me some time ago. Oh, excuse me. I don't think I've ever sneezed on camera before. So, if you guys remember, I got this yarn last week from Hirschner's. The Himalaya Padisa. And I told you that it was a dupe of the Universal Classic Shades, which I had a few of. And I was like, you know what? I have had that Classic Shades for a long time. And I had significantly more of it because I had bags of it, but it went into mystery boxes, and at least one of my cinnamon buns got the neon kaleidoscope colorway of this, which I actually had a really hard time getting rid of that because I love that yarn. And I can put my tools away. Now my project bag is empty. So I decided, I'm like, I need to use this yarn because I have loved it for a long time. And it was really hard to get rid of the skeins that I had. And I held on to 2 of these. And then I purchased 2 of the, I don't remember what this one said it was called. This one just has the color number, but this was the version of the, I think it was the Neon Kaleidoscope version from Hirschner's. And I went back to buy more, and they're almost completely sold out of this. So I probably shouldn't have told you guys about it because you guys bought it all. But it's fine. These are both the Universal that I have left over, because what I did was I mixed the 2 yarns together. I started in the center, and I used this is the Hirschner's colorway. Well, that part is right, hang on, right there. This part is the Hirschner's colorway. And I created a granny triangle-ish. If you were gonna do a granny triangle shawl, I started with that, and then I started working along the sides only, so I just was going back and forth like this on the diagonal. And which means you do 3 double crochet on this side and 1 double crochet on the last stitch on this side, and then chain 3 and then skip over to the next, and then it's really easy to do this. Okay, so I went until I ran out of the first colorway, and then I moved in, and you can see here, I think this is the second colorway. Maybe it's not. No, it's not. So this colorway was so pretty. So this is all the Hirschner's. I used 2 balls of that. And then I brought in the classic shades in the color Sailor's Delight, which, I mean, I'm not a big fan of browns, but hello gorgeous. Like, the blues and the pinks more than made up for it. So I added on some here and on this end. I tried to make it as equal as possible. And then at one point, I started doing the whole outside. See if I can back up and show you as much of this as I can. So this is just a wrap. And this is the way it looks. It's gorgeous. It's got beautiful colors. And definitely keeps me warm. Well, I got to a point where it was like more than long enough to wrap around my body very comfortably. You don't have to wear it like this. If you wanted to wear it like a scarf, you can wear it like a scarf, like an oversized scarf. You can wear it like this, like a scarf. That's a bit bulky for where I live, but I mean, if you want to do that, you could do that. But my intention was to just have it over my shoulders as a little warmth when it's on the odd chance that it's chilly. So I had some left over. Once again, the classic shades version of Sailor's Delight. And I was like, you know what? I would really like to make a hat. But personally, I prefer knit hats over crocheted hats. I like the way they look better. I like the way they feel on my head because they're a little bit thinner and more floppy, and they are not as thick or bulky or heavy on my head because I am hot all the time. I am from Michigan. I'm not used to the weather here. Even though I've been here 12 years, it's still, I'm like hot all the time. I'm hot all the time. I'm hot right now. The air conditioner is not up high enough for me and I'm sweating, okay? So this is a lot. So I like knit hats. I also, can we talk about how gorgeous this colorway worked up? This is the colorway, okay? For some reason, the brown never made it into the hat. So the dark parts of this yarn never made it into the hat. So it doesn't really, I mean, it kind of matches, but like, I don't care. I fell so in love with this yarn, this colorway. So it starts off kind of orangey, and then it mixes into the orange and pink. And there's a little bit of, like, it looks purple, but really what's happening is the blue and the pink are mixing together. 2 shades of blue with little pink speckles mixed in, which looks purple again here because more of the pink comes in. And there's not purple in here, but like it makes your eye think there's purple. Then back to pink and back to orange. Is this not the prettiest little hat? Now to make this hat, I cast on 66, I think 66 stitches. I think I did 66. 66 divided by, maybe I did 60. No, I did 66. So I cast on 66. I did a 2x2 rib, which didn't really work out because 66 is not divisible by 4. And when you do a 2x2 rib, you need it to be divisible by 4. So I had a spot where there was 4 knit stitches together, but that is fine with me because I'm going to actually put my leather tag there with my name on it. And that that actually works really well for my benefit. So if you're going to do this, you need it to be a multiple of 4. So I would recommend doing 68. Yeah. And then I knit up usually between 6 and 7 inches, depending on how well I want it to be snug on my head, or if I want it to be a little bit baggier. I don't have a ponytail, and I don't foresee having a ponytail this winter because my hair's short, so I didn't add the extra length, because you can go up to 8 inches between here and here to give you extra room for a ponytail if you want to fold up the brim. And then I did a decrease, so I divided the number by 6 because it was 66. It divided by 11, and so every 11 stitches I put a stitch marker, and then I decreased on that. That's what my hat looks like. It is perfect. It covers just my ears, covers all my hair. So that is what I made this week. I also made some more. Don't worry, I made more. But this was a very fun project. This was a I'm anxious and I need to keep my hands busy project. I knit on that, or I crocheted on this while we were at the DMV, because I was having really high anxiety about whether she was going to pass or not, or how she was going to do, and the fact that she's an adult, and like all of reality started to hit me all at once. So I was like, I need to crochet to control my brain, because my brain is kind of haywired right now. And really, really love the way the hat turned out. I think that is the prettiest yarn. I wish I had water because my throat is feeling itchy. Alright, furthermore, I am not going to put this on. You guys have seen it in photographs. You will see it again on Thursday, because this is going to be a tutorial for a cute short-sleeved granny stitch sweater. Very cute. The tutorial, I am making a size 3X for my body. However, in the tutorial, I show you how to make it to fit your body. And I am actually working on a second one as well, because I realized that I was short on time because of everything that's going on, and I didn't know if I had time to do the entire sweater. And I already started the sweater, and I was like, okay, I started the sweater and I wasn't sure it was going to be a tutorial, and I was like, okay, well, I got all the way down to about here, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to pretend I'm wearing it. I would kind of like this to be a tutorial, and I think everybody would enjoy it. And so I started telling you guys this is going to be a tutorial, and I started showing you previews of it, and it's a really cute sweater. I really, really like it. I really love the yarn. This is the puzzle cotton. You can use regular puzzle. It will turn out the same. It will just be in a different color, and it won't have the cotton in it. I do say that, well, I plan on saying this in the video. I also have explained it previously. The puzzle cotton is not machine washable. I don't plan on getting this so dirty that it's going to need to be machine washed frequently. And I don't have a problem with hand washing things. However, if you have a problem, you need it to be in the washing machine, use the regular puzzle. It will be exactly the same. The yarn is almost the same thickness. There were parts of this cotton that were thicker and thinner because there would be like a puff of cotton. And so every once in a while I'll get like a thick stitch or a thinner stitch. And that's not as, that doesn't happen as frequently with the regular puzzle. But how beautiful is this sweater? And I like that it's short sleeve, because again, I'm hot-blooded. I do talk to you about all of the things of how to make this long sleeve if you want. I give you lots of alternative ways to do this, little things to make it and change it, make it your own. So I had to make two, because I started this one with no intention of making it a tutorial, and then I got 2/3 of the way done, and I was like, okay, I want to make this tutorial, which means, and I ran out of yarn, so I had to order more yarn anyway. So I ordered this colorway. Now that one is Sherbet. This colorway is Snapdragon. And I started, the tutorial is going to actually have both of these sweaters in it, because I already had that one halfway or mostly done. So I start the tutorial with this one, and I show you how to get this far. and then I switch to the other one and I show you how to finish it. So this one I will actually try on because it's only a little tiny crop sweater at this point. And I have not put the sleeves on yet. I actually zip this up a little bit. I seal that off a little bit in the tutorial so that the sleeves actually are more like that. Is this not gorgeous? I am going to be so in love. And then I just added 5 rows, I think. This is all in the tutorial, so don't worry, you ain't gotta take notes. I added like 5 rows to make the cap sleeve. And yeah, is this not so cute? That's what I've been working on this week. I will try to finish this by next Monday, but it's probably not gonna happen. Just because everything, I don't know that I'm gonna have time to sit down and do anything. Which is why I'm making this video on a Saturday, because it is the only time I have to make this video. I tried to make it yesterday and all of my batteries, and I had an avalanche happen. All my batteries were dead, which are charging right now, which I should probably check on them. Yeah, they're still charging. So yeah, that's what's going on. This week, what is going on? So look at the planner. Change the week because we're not in that week anymore. Alright. So today is Monday Makes. Tomorrow is Tuesday Tea. We're going to show Happy Mail. I've had a couple people ask if I got their packages. I've had a couple people ask if I'm going to finish showing my birthday presents. I got a lot of Happy Mail. It's still piled up around and on my desk because I was not anticipating that many presents for my birthday at all. Little man got quite a few. And so tomorrow we're going to dedicate that video to the people who so generously sent us stuff. Totally not necessary. But I'm trying really hard not to say you don't have to do that to people, because you guys know you don't have to do that. You don't ever have to do that. I appreciate it so much, and I treasure everything that I'm sent. I even keep the cards. I have a huge box just filled with all the cards that I get. I get sent postcards frequently. I have postcards, like some of the postcards and cards that are really sentimental with a really deep message in it, and a lot of them are like uplifting and telling me, you got this, you're doing so amazing, you're an inspiration. I hang those on my doors of my office so that on the days where I just don't feel like I can do it, I go read those cards. I use them as inspiration to keep moving forward, to keep doing what I need to do, to keep myself in a positive frame of mind. And that's why we're going to dedicate tomorrow's video to that. Wednesday, I am going to do a review on the Pioneer Woman yarn from Walmart. Thursday is the puzzle sweater tutorial, which I have to film the intro for at some point this week. I need to write that down so I don't forget. And then Friday is, I got some clearance yarn at Joann's, and that is also a really busy weekend for me. So that is what is going on this week. I hope you will join me for all of those videos. I hope you will join me in the sweater tutorial. You still have time to order yarn, or, I mean, it's puzzle yarn. You can absolutely run up to Walmart and get yourself some. For my pink sweater and the puzzle cotton, I used 4 balls, and that was for a 3X. I used four balls, but I still have, what did I do with that? I still have a bit of the 4th ball left. So it was really like 3 balls and 1/4 of a ball. So I didn't use a whole lot of that, but I did need it to finish the sleeves and the ribbing. So for anything bigger than a 3X, definitely you're going to need 4 balls. Depending on how tall you are, how long you are, you may only need 3 balls for a 3X. I would suggest getting 4 just to be safe. 3 balls definitely for extra large to 3X. Well, extra large 2X. Maybe even a large would do with 3 balls. And then probably 2 balls for anything smaller than that. And I do tell you how to size it and fit it to your body. So it is once again one of those patterns you could make for a little kid. You could make for an adult. You could make for no matter what size you are, up 7, 8X if you need it to be. You make it to fit your body. because here on Cinnamon Stitches, we are all about size inclusivity. We want everyone to be included in our sizes, and that's why I do the tutorials I do. That is why I stopped writing, and a lot of people are like, why don't you write the patterns? Because it is really hard to write a pattern for all sizes without giving you specific numbers, without giving you a specific count. I like to show you on the video how to create a garment to fit any body. Anybody. And I always try to work in extra tips and tricks on how to get it to fit your body better. Like say you have a bigger chest or you have a bigger stomach, how to add in or take away stitches for that. Same thing with the arms. I show you how to adjust the arms a little bit so that you can have it a little snugger if you need it to be. Like for me, because my front area is so large away from my body, the armholes are always kind of gappy. And this is the first tutorial I actually fixed that problem by putting a seam just a little bit underneath the arm where the hole is. And it turned out like amazing. It made the armhole smaller, and you can't really see that there's a seam right here. And besides, who's looking up under your arms? That's weird. If somebody's asking to look up under your arms to see a seam, you need to get away from them. That's weird. They're really just trying to smell your armpits. So, the yarn is itching my nose today. Like I can feel that there's little fuzzies on me. Anyway, that is it for today. I know, well, this wasn't as long of a video as we normally do on Mondays, but that's what we got going on. That's all I can really talk about. With that, I'm going to let you go. Tomorrow is probably going to be a really long video. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to preemptively change out my battery so I can talk for up to an hour, because these batteries last all of about an hour. 57 minutes to be precise. And I have a lot to show you, and so that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Alright, I will see you then. And until then, be kind to one another, and just be kind. The world is hard enough without being mean to other people. Be kind. If you see someone out there that needs a smile, give them a compliment, smile at them. It goes a long way. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.